Do you guys remember Double Dragon? What's going on? Welcome to a new video. So this past week I've been going over a lot of videos on YouTube, and I was actually going in like a whole spiral checking out videos that have to do with DAWless music production. If you don't know what DAWless is, it means that you are making music without the music software that we normally use to, to make music in our computers and things like that. And it's actually pretty cool, and I just got into that whole rabbit hole. And one thing that was super interesting that I found out is that a lot of these DAWless producers, they use like pedals to add effects to whatever they're using. So now imagine like this keyboard, for instance, just makes sound and you're recording it out to a mixer, and you want to add effects to the sounds that are coming out of this keyboard. So most of the time they use pedals. We know that these pedals are mostly used for guitars, like, for people that have bands and people that play guitars, they always have pedals. I'm sure that's what those pedals are made for. They are made for guitars, but people have been finding really amazing ways to use them. And then I also figured out that going further than that, a lot of other producers are now using pedals in other genres and other styles and are doing so much more, and people are now adding textures to a lot of sounds using pedals. And I'm like, yo, this is the sauce. And I was like, dude, I need to try this out. So then I figured out Logic Pro actually has some pedals inside, so that's what I'm gonna try out today and see how they sound and see if they're gonna be super interesting, because I never really thought about it myself until I saw those videos. So what I have here is a track that I made. It sounds like this. Let me play it back for you from, let's say, right here. It's a nice, vibey track, super house. So it sounds pretty cool, right? But one thing that you'll notice in this track is that it has a guitar, right? So it has this guitar here. So I think that's the first sound that I want to add a pedal on. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go here on Effects. I'm gonna come here, and then I'm gonna come down to Amps and Pedals, and I'm gonna open up Pedal Board, and I'm just gonna, you can pick stereo or dual mono. So I'm just gonna pick stereo like this, and then boom, then it opens up like this, and then there you see them. It says show all. Oh, there's actually a lot of categories here. So you got distortions, you got pitch, you got modulation, you got delays, you got filters, dynamics, and utilities. So meaning that all of these are just like effects that you can throw on a sound, and then you can see what's good. So I'm sure the distortions are what can change a sound to get that guitar distortion that you find in like rock guitars. I'm pretty sure that's basically what this is, because I can see one is called Double Dragon Overdrive. Let's see if I can drag and drop that in. Okay, so this is without, and this is with. Okay, and you can turn down the level like that, and you can change the tone. Oh, that's super cool. That's super cool. And you also have fuzz. Okay, that's super dope. So you can add some nice texture. I'll try this one called Grinder. Wow. And this one is called Fuzz. Like, look at how it's so fuzzy. It looks, it's got that nice graphics, monster fuzz. Oh, that is a bit much, bro. That is too much. So this is the kind of effects that you want to add to your sound if you really want to transform it and use kind of those, pedal effect sounds. Two burner. I kind of like this one. Yeah, just a bit like that. I think it sounds good like this. It's adding some nice texture to the sound. I like that. And if I go down the pitch, let's see what pitch has. It's got this Dr. Octave. Let's drop that in there. Ooh, okay. Wow, it's really changing the sound and morphing it into something else. And if we go into modulation, oh, now you find that there's like flangers and phasers. So there's retro chorus, and then there's heavenly chorus. Let's try out this heavenly chorus. And you can press sync. Let's turn up the feedback. Okay, that's pretty cool. Let's try out this Flange Factory. This sounds super cool, and you can turn on sync right there. And phase 2. That's 2, right? Yeah, I think that's 2. And it also has a sync as well. And you also have delays here, so you got a blue echo. I'm not sure if these are designed like based off of real pedals or no. You cannot quote me on that. If you have any idea if these are designed based off like real guitar pedals, let me know. That's nice and subtle, yo. That's pretty cool. If I return it and pick another one up. Ooh, I like this, bro. This is how you can really like turn a sound and like turn it into something totally different than where it started. You also have filters. I think this is gonna be super interesting. Oh, that's adding a cut off right there. Oh, that's cool. And then you've got a wah up to wah. Oh, that's awesome. And then you have dynamics. Okay, in dynamics, these are supposed to be like maybe compression and things like that. I just see there's only this squash compressor. So let's switch it to fast. Drop down the sustain. And increase the sustain. I think it's compressing a lot more. And you can raise the level. Like this. So this is without, and this is with. And let's check utility. Okay, these are not actually showing. So if I say show all, then I can actually see everything in there. This is super interesting, bro. Okay, so this sound is kind of like my bass. So let's say I want to also use the same effect. Let me throw that in there, pedal board, boom. And let me maybe add this double drag in. Ooh, that's dope. That's adding some drive. Let me switch it to fat. Maybe turn down the mix, and I can add some fuzz. And I can play around with how much fuzz it's adding and the tone. Let me throw on this monster fuzz again. Woo! I think this is super amazing for like sound design if you really want to change your sounds and turn them into something completely different. But I wonder if I can use these on drums. So now I can only hear the drums, and then I'm gonna add this pedal board. And then I can add some drive. Let's add this grinder here. Ooh, listen to that. Hey, okay, let's try out this high drive. Yo. That's changing the sound completely, bro. So I'm sure with the drums you can actually see what this is doing. I didn't try this candy fuzz. So you gotta be careful with these, especially the drives, because they do not play. I like this 2-burner. I think it sounds really good on drums. I can just turn down the drive like this. I like that. Like, I like how my drums are sounding right now. Like, listen to that, bro. Like, especially on things like percussion and things of that nature. I'm probably using it wrong, but hey, who cares, bro? I feel like experimentation is a really cool thing when it comes to these kinds of new things, you know, so that you find where you can use them best and you find where they don't really work. So that when you're trying to use them, you know exactly where you want to add them. Okay, so obviously like a flanger or a phaser on drums is not really a good idea. Obviously we know that. But I'm just super interested in the textures that the drums are getting from like the drive sounds, all these overdrive pedals. They're really adding amazing textures that I don't think they have plugins that can, you know, because just like throwing like an overdrive plugin that you can throw in there, and it won't have the same texture as what these are adding onto the sounds. Like, it's really amazing. That's pretty cool. I like this Double Dragon. Do you guys remember Double Dragon, the cartoon though? That was amazing times, bro. I'm pretty sure these are modeled after like real pedals. And I like that it's got a mix right here, so I can play around with the mix. You let me know what you think about pedals. Have you ever tried them before? If you haven't, make sure to check them out. But if you don't have Logic, it was just me trying them out on your behalf with you, so that you know you kind of see what's really good, because I'm really interested if I would actually have like real pedals, how I would be able to actually use them in a setup like this. I think that's something that I would like to also just do some research on to find out. If you found this super interesting, drop this video a like, and we're headed over to 100k, so make sure to follow, because it's gonna be super exciting when we get to 100k subscribers. I really can't wait, and I'll see you in my next video. Check out this video I have on screen right now, and I'll see you there. I'm X and I'm out. Peace.